Our target market hasn't changed over time, and there's two reasons why. I think two reasons why. One is that we've been very focused on maintaining that market. We haven't strayed much from that primary focus on this is the person that we're talking to when we're writing our emails. This is the person that we're talking to when we're writing the product descriptions for our products. And these are the people that we're representing when we go out and we find or look for new sellers to bring onto the site. And the other reason is I think there's a growing wave of people within that market who are more kind of at the forefront of ethical consumerism. When we were doing kind of a little bit of benchmarking around some of the content sites that were in our ethical space, when we looked at their readership, all of their readership was also our target market. So it's kind of confirming to say that like that group, I think, is kind of on the forefront of ethical consumerism, which makes sense why they would respond to our site, to our products in the way that they are.
Now, at one point, your customer base was primarily American. Is that still the case?
Yeah, it is still primarily American, our customer base. Our customer base is 60 to 66% US. I would say there's probably a couple reasons for that. One is the obvious one is that the US market is just bigger, and when you're online, it's very hard to, unless you're really forceful about it, very hard to ensure that you're only speaking to one nationality, especially in North America, and especially with Canada and the United States. Very hard to enforce borders on the internet. And the US is just so much larger than Canada that there's going to be more US eyeballs on our product than we can get Canadian eyeballs, just as a fact. And the other reason is that we actively went and pursued US customers. And that's primarily because of just some of the market research that we did in terms of online shopping. Americans tend to buy more online than Canadians, and it just felt like a better fit for us. That being said, we've never wanted to focus exclusively. We've talked about it in the past, about whether we should focus exclusively on one country or the other. And when we launched, we said we were going to focus exclusively on Canada, and that kind of faded away very fast. And we've decided that, no, it makes sense for us to focus on the North American market as North America, because there's some challenges around delivery of products across borders, but that's the only real challenge. It's, our currencies are basically equal. Our banking systems and financial systems are very well integrated. The internet just makes it so easy to not really care about where the company is based versus where you're based, that it seemed like it would be more work to segregate, and it seemed like it would be turning people away for no good reason. We have turned people away outside of North America. We get lots of inquiries from Australia and the United Kingdom about whether we'll ship products to them, and we don't currently. But it's sort of put the thought in the back of our minds. It's, if this is something that works in North America, why wouldn't it work elsewhere? And at what point will we start to say maybe we start to need to look at Ethical Ocean Australia or Ethical Ocean UK, to the point where we're starting to do the early market research and starting to lay the very, very early groundwork that if we wanted to move in that direction, it would be very easy for us.